Yes, good morning. So, just waiting for few more minutes. Let other students get joined. Then we'll start. Am I audible to you all? Please send someone. Cool, cool. Bus. We'll wait for one more minute. Then we will directly start with the lecture. So, as as per the agenda today, we'll start with the table tag. We'll give some more programs. A simple program. Start from simple program and one more program board program in table tag, then VB script, introduction about VB script and VB script program, then followed by some frequently based questions, board questions, right? MCQs and theory based questions that we are going to discuss, followed by whatever doubts you are having that it will be discussed at the end, right? So one important thing here is don't put your attendance by mentioning your roll number and name over here in the chat, right? So for that, I have created a Google form. I will share you the link at the end of the lecture, right? So use the Google form to put your attendance. Fine, we'll start with the lecture. So first thing is going to explain a table tag. If it is not visible, then please let me know. Right. So in the table, in the body tag, we can use the table tag. Table border is an attribute. Border is equals to 1. So to give the outline of the table, right? Then you can give the width of the table. Say suppose 50 percentage of the entire screen. So I'm just giving 50 percentage of the entire screen as the width of the table. and height of the table is again 50 percentage of the entire screen I'm giving. This either you can give in percentage or else you can give in pixels, right? 200, 300 pixels you can give. Right here I just used a percentage one. Then followed by table row. There are three different tags which we are using in table tag. One is tr. So tr, it is used to create a row. Tr, it is used to create a row. First you need to create a row, then followed by table data. This is used to create a column in the table row. Then the third one is th, that is table data, table head. It is something like table data, but it will be displayed like the heading of the particular column. Right. So these three tags which we are going to use in our table tag. First, as I told you, you need to start with tr, a table row, and then followed by td. TD, say suppose I'm going to draw a simple table which consists of serial number, roll number, and name, right? And your signature. Generally, how your attendance sheet it looks like, same way I'm going to make a table. So the first TD it is serial number, then close the TD, and second TD it is roll number, then close this TD, and your third TD is name, then your final TD is signature. So your first row is got over. So terminate this row, then followed by second row. I'm just giving one sample data for serial number 1, TD, TD, roll number 191001, then followed by TD, name is ABCD, then followed by signature. In place of signature, you can make phone number because you cannot make a ticket. We'll make a signature. Signature is again ABCD. I'm just giving a sample data. Then followed by close this TR. Then close this table. Then close the body tag. Then close the HTML tag. Now save this program as a HTML program, HTML file. Then open this file with a browser. You can either open with any browsers, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, anything you can use. So now you can able to see the size of the table, like what we have mentioned is width is equals to 50 percentage. So the entire screen, half of the screen that the table has been covered, right? So this is how the table it looks. And see the serial number, roll number, name and signature. It looks like a normal text, right? So because we are given in TD. If I wanted to make as a heading, so we can give it in TH. I'm just giving you the difference between TD and TH here. This is the normal data, right? If I convert this into TH, you can see the difference. It has been aligned in center and become bold. So it looks like a heading, normal, proper heading, right? And here in the table, if you see, as I have explained last time, cell padding and cell spacing, the size of the table which we are giving in this way, right? See the difference. There are two different attributes. One is cell padding equals to, say suppose I am giving 20. So 20 means it is in pixel value. So 20 pixel values where it is getting changed. Just see carefully. This is the original one before applying cell padding. You understood the difference? The space from the border and the text, the space between the border and the text, it has been increased. So that is nothing but the cell padding. Understood? Now here, if I use cell spacing, there is another attribute called cell spacing. So what is the use of this? See the difference again. I'm telling you, this is the original one, and see the difference now, right? The outer border and the cell. This is cell, a TD, a TH, whatever it is. Right? The space between the border and the cell. This is said to be cell spacing. Pixel values, mother pixel values is nothing but one dot is said to be a pixel. So if I am giving 20, that means 20 dots, the space of 20 dots will be taken as a value of the pixels. Call span and row span, definitely I will explain you. Yeah, you can make your column blank. That is not at all a problem. You can make your column blank. That is not at all a problem. Right. Now here I am just changing the heading, or you can say I am adding the heading with some additional things, marks. Consider this is a CS marks. Right. So the CS marks I can divide in terms of CS1 and CS2. Right. So this I can make as a separate row. So this is the first row, and for this I need one more row. I think there are some students having problem in understanding call span and row span. I'm just explaining you with a simple example. See here, this serial number, this serial number, and this one. I'm going to combine these two columns, right? So here, th call span equals to, if I put 2, that means what, this serial number will be combined with this column 1. So in that case, already you have combined here, so no need to give this. Understood? I hope you understood. You can see the difference. Serial number column will be merged with this column 1. Sorry, call span. This is call span. If I say here row span, right? So this is row span, and in this way, if you are combining column wise, if you are combining, that is column span. Row wise, if you are combining, that is row span. So you can give the values equals to 1, 2, 3, right? So that number of columns will be combined, number of rows will be combined. Right. I hope you understood. Please give me a response. We understood row span and call span. Please give me reply so that I will continue with another topic. Good. Fine. Now we'll start with VB script. Right. So what is script? First of all, you need to understand what is script. Why we are adding the script. Yes, tell me. What is script and why we are adding script in HTML? Fine. So as of now HTML whatever we have discussed, it is all about what a static pages. So static pages means the content whatever you are given in the HTML page, it will be displayed as it is in your web page. So that is what static page. Dynamic page means what? If the content it is changing automatically, or if the content is changing with the help of the user interactive, then it is said to be a dynamic page. So why HTML is not said to be a dynamic page means, as we understand, this is not a programming language. So only programs can make or can be interactive with the user or can change the content dynamically. So Ayush, what do you want me to repeat? Fine. So script is said to be a thing which it is added into the HTML program to make the HTML as an interactive, a dynamic page, right? So to create a HTML into a dynamic page, web page, I need to add some programs into the HTML. The already existing one, the dynamic page. Yeah. So what are the different types of programs we can add? If you see, one is VB programs or Java programs you can add. So VB programs or Java programs, if you are adding with your HTML, your static page will become a dynamic page. So directly we cannot add it. So with the help of some other tags, we can add. So what is the tag? The tag is said to be script. So script is said to be a tag which is used to add some additional programming into your HTML to make your static into a dynamic page. So how we can add? Let's see with some small example. In the body tag, we need to add script. Script language is an attribute equals to, you need to write which language you are adding. So VB script I'm going to add. The function, I'm just making a function display. So here I'm just displaying something with the help of a method called document dot write. What you're going to write, I'm just writing the time. I'm just displaying the present time in this function. It's like a VB program, similar to the VB program. Then display this function output document dot write. What you need to display the function. So function, definitely it will be having some output. That output will be displayed. Now close the script tag, close the body tag, and close this HTML. Right. So function, this is the function name, right? Followed by whatever content you wanted to execute inside the function, that you can write it. So here I just mentioned document dot write. Document is nothing but the HTML document, and that write is said to be the method. And in that method, I'm just displaying, this is the parameter. So this parameter is nothing but the present time. This is the built-in function is said to be the parameter of this document dot write. Built-in function time is said to be the parameter of the function write. Write function is available in document method, right? So here, this present time, system time, it will be displayed in the HTML document. Then followed by, I am terminating the function with the help of keyword end. So that is how we used to terminate in VB, Visual Basic, right? Followed by document dot write. What you are writing now, I am writing the function. Means what? I'm writing this function means what? This function ka output. What is the output of this function? That it will be displayed here. That is how we have displayed here. The same way, display function ka output, it will be displayed in this document, HTML document. So finally, we will get an output like time. So this will be again having an extension of HTML, right? So VBS dot HTML. I advise you this VB script programs you execute with this Microsoft Explorer, because some functions it will be executed with the help of this Internet Explorer. Then you have to click allow block contents. You have to you're activating the controls. But after that also I didn't get the output. What is the reason? The reason is the browser is not capable to the browser is not capable to display the output. So we need to make this HTML, that is VB script program. We need to make enable this VB script program to that particular browser, because the browser is a recent person. So for this, you need to make this compatible. You need to add one more tag in that. You need to add this meta tag in the head. Meta tag, it is making the script, your ActiveX controls and the script enabling for this Internet Explorer 10, right? So you're making your script compatible for this particular browser. So if your browser is not supporting your script programs, we can add this tag to make it enable. right? You can see the time, your system time, that is 10:31, 10:31, but it will not change dynamically, right? If you wanted to change it dynamically, you have to refresh it so that your seconds, if you can change, right? It is, if the script is continuously executing, then only you can see the changes. Otherwise, you cannot see the changes. So this is the simple program for the script. So as I told you, you need to add this meta tag to make it compatible for the browser, right? So followed by, you are having a practical programs in VB script to check the time, right? To check the present system time, and you have to display the greetings. So this is what this program I'm going to explain you. Just listen carefully. As we know, the meta tag use, so you add it by default, and then script language equals to VB script, then followed by the function name is greeting, and if time, if this is a present time, so the present time is greater than the hash symbols which we are using to check, and we are converting that into a time frame. So 12, if your system time is not following this particular format, then you can convert this hour, minute, and then seconds, right? It's not 24-hour format, it is 12-hour format. You need to convert it. So your time, your system time is greater than this AM, and is a logical operator, and the time is lesser than this particular value, right? Then is the keyword. If these two conditions are satisfied, then I'm initializing greeting is equals to good morning. So this is the string I'm initializing to the greeting. And then if either of these conditions are false, right, by default it will go to else condition, else greeting equals to good afternoon, right? So either of these two values will be displayed. So now you need to terminate this if to terminate we are using end if, then followed by, you have to terminate the function, so end function to terminate it, then followed by, I have to display the output of this particular function. So document dot write greeting, greeting is said to be the function name. Here if you see, the name of the function and the variable both are same. That means what, I'm just initializing the string to the particular function. So the function, it will return this particular value, good morning or good afternoon. The string, it will be displayed. So the output I am displaying in a parameter format. As we have to use to make a time as a particular string. Why we need to add meta tag? Meta tag we need to add to make the script compatible for the browsers. And can you show the format of the meta tag? Meta tag format is this one only. HTML meta HTTP, that is the protocol equivalent that you are making it compatible, and the content is equals to, content is an attribute, that attribute value is equals to Internet Explorer equals to 10. If you wanted to convert into Chrome or any other versions, you can convert it. I strongly recommend this VB script programs execute only in Internet Explorers, because the ActiveX controls, it will be supported nicely in the Internet Explorers. So better you go with this. Meta tag, no need to memorize it, right? Head tag, yes, we need to close it. With the, even if you are not closing it, that is not at all a problem. That is not a mistake. Any other doubts you have? Or shall I move on to another program? Reason behind only IE10. No, actually I have Internet Explorer 10. That is why I had given IE is equals to 10. Nothing else. Atharva, your question is any reason behind the IE is equals to 10. My reason is I have the browser version is 10. So that is why. Meta tag in exams, no, definitely it won't be asked because VB script you don't have in your theory, you have only in practical. What is the difference between static and dynamic? Static, if you see the normal HTML pages are said to be the static pages, right? And dynamic is nothing but if the content, HTML content is changing with the help of any interactive or user interactive or automatically, then it is said to be a dynamic page. Internet Explorer, if it is replaced by Edge, then you can use IE is equals to Edge. That is not at all a problem. Meta tag function I explained you already. Meta tag, the use of the meta tag, it is make your scripts compatible for your browser. Right. So I'm going for with another program. Right. So script language equals to VB script, and then dim. As we know, dim is a keyword which is used to create variables, dimensions, dimension, name. The variables are name, DD, YY, age, and SC. So these are the variables followed by I'm taking the value from the user now. So name is equals to input box, enter the name. So your name, whatever you have entered, that it will be displayed in the HTML document. See this line, it's quite interesting. Document.write. So here in this VB script, you are combining HTML and VB script, right? How? See here, the break is said to be the HTML tag, and document.write is said to be what? Your scripting tag, scripting language, right? So this is how you have to combine your HTML tag and as well as your script. Document.write. So whatever you have given in double quotes that it will be displayed as it is, comma, the variable value, whatever you had given in the input box, that it will be stored in the name variable, that variable value it will be displayed here, followed by the HTML break. So it will go to the next line, and the another variable dd is equals to, here you need to enter the date of birth with format, proper format, ddmmyy format. That same value it will be displayed here in the next line. Now see here the another built-in function, date difference function, which is used to find out the difference between the year. It will be finding out the difference between the year, not the entire date will be finding out, right? See, this is the format I am going to find out the difference, yy. So that means what? Only year I am going to subtract from where? From dd. Dd is what? The entered date of birth. and then DD, date is nothing but the present date, the today's date. So these two difference, the difference between the present date year and the date of birth year will be calculated, and that it will be stored in the variable called age, and then it will be displayed with the help of this, your ages, right? Followed by, now we are having a if block. If the age, whatever value we have found with the help of the date of birth and the present date, through that the age will be checked with the values. Age is less than 16, then what you do, sc is equals to input box, enter the school name. If age is your age is less than 16, that means you are in your school. Then document dot write, your school name is U. See, U case means what? You know, JavaScript, Java may we are using uppercase. So to convert the variable, which variable? SC. SC is what? You have entered your school name. That school name, it will be converted into uppercase and it will be displayed along with this. Your school name is. If this condition is false, then it will go to else if. Else if, here there is no space between else and if. Age is less than 22, then S is equals to input box, enter your college name, right? Then same way it will be displayed, your college name. If both these conditions are false, it will come to the third one, input box, workshop name. So your workplace name, it will be, instead of workshop, you can make it as workplace. So the workplace name, it will be displayed. So here you are terminating this function. So now here, if you see, I never used a function, right? Directly I started with the variable. I have taken the value of the variable, calculated, and here only I have displayed based on the conditions. So this is the another way of doing the programs. Either you can go with a function, or you can directly create a variable and you can check with some conditions and display the dynamic values. Right. Let's see here. Right. First it will ask, enter your name, full form of HTML. It is hypertext markup language. I've already explained in the previous lecture. You did not understand. We'll explain you again later after the lecture. U case, it is used to convert that into uppercase, capital letters. Input box. This is what the input box in the screen you are seeing. No, this is what input box. Is it visible to everyone? Break tag, why we have added in the quotation? Because we have combined HTML tag along with the script. That is why. Markup is nothing but a design. Mark tag, I will explain you. Don't worry. Right. We'll, we'll give some values. Enter your date of birth. This is an input box. Here you are entering the value, date, dd, YY format you need to enter, and see the age is displayed. According to the age, it will ask the workplace name. So here we have changed the workplace name. So it will be asking your workplace name. So you have to give the value that it will be displayed. So this is what the output of your program, whatever you have entered. So the value which you have entered, that is said to be Sridhar in the input box, that it will be displayed here. Same way, your date of birth, whatever you have entered in the input box, it will be displayed here. And the age difference, it will be calculated and it will be displayed. Then the workplace name, according to your age, it will be displayed. Say suppose if I work with some other condition, date of birth 20/05/2004. So 2004 means 16 years. Enter the college name, right? So here you can write this. So it will display the college name, right? So this is how you can make or you can execute your HTML dynamically with the help of user values. You can execute. Right. So now we are moving into the frequently asked questions. So yeah, marquee tag. Someone asked me. I will explain marquee tag. Marquee tag and image. I will explain you. Sampada madam will take lectures very soon. Don't worry. Now here I am changing the body background color. Here I am using RGB code. The RGB code, RGB code means what? Red, green, and blue. So each and every color will be represented in terms of hexadecimal number, that is 002 FF. In other ways, we can say 002 255, but we have to write in terms of an hexadecimal number. So collection of a 6-digit number will give you the color code, right? Say suppose an example I'm giving you, color code starts with a hash symbol. If I'm giving FF, that means maximum for the first color, that is RGB mein first color is red. So maximum is FF, and then other 0000. So that means what? The first color I am giving maximum, that is red, and the second color I am giving minimum. So green and blue, it will be minimum. So final output you will get red color. Same way, if I use like this 00 FF00, it will display green color. 0000 FF, if I use like this, it will display blue color. Right. So now I use a green color. Background equals to green color. So say suppose if I wanted to move this particular text, can give marquee, and wherever you wanted to stop, there you can terminate your marquee tag. See, this is how your text will move from left to right by default. If I wanted to change the direction, then you can change it with the help of a direction attribute in the marquee tag. Direction equals to, you can change the direction. It will start from right to left. Okay. If I say direction equals to left, left is by default. So if I wanted to add some image, you can use image tag img src is equals to, we can give the path of the image tag. Say suppose this image I wanted to display. Whenever your image is available in your same folder of your HTML, then directly just give the image name. If it is not available, then you have to give the complete path. So image source equals to earth.earthday.jpeg, that is the name, I guess. Yeah. So this is how it will display the image. So you can change the size of the image also by giving the width equals to 400, and height is equals to 400. By changing the width and height, we can resize the image. It is all in pixels, right? So this is how you can modify the size of the image. This image also you can make it as a link, right? So hyperlink, by adding the hyperlink with this anchor tag href is equals to, say suppose this, if I wanted to connect with Google, So the image will be the hyper reference. So by adding this anchor tag, you can click the earth. It will redirect to the Google. Fine. So that's all about the basic things. So now I am going to discuss some important frequently asked questions from the board, the MCQs and as well as theory questions. Two different sentences in same mark. Yes, you can do that. Please try. Image it is getting disappeared. Let me check with that because there is some problem in my browser. Let me check with the browser. Any other questions you have? Let the PowerPoint get loaded. First program, yes, definitely I will explain you. When do you general discussions we'll discuss later. First, we'll see this. Right. So now I will give you the questions you have to answer. I will check your chat reply. Dash tag is used to bold the text. Come on, give me your answers. These are all MCQs, frequently asked MCQs in your board. Dash tag is used to bold the text. Very good. Bold. These are the options. Big, B, underline. Big, as you know, to make the font size bigger. Bold. Right. Good. And the second question, for yellow color in the RGB code, how you can make it? Fine, fine. Now you are into second question. For yellow color, how you can make the color code, RGB color code? We are into the second question. I'm giving you the options. Out of these four options, which one will be the correct option? Hmm. 0, 0, FF, FF, it is wrong answer. Yes. Atharva, you are given correct answer. FF, FF, that is red and green. If you are mixing red and green, it will become an yellow color. Yeah, the correct answer is B. Now the third question, the default appearance for an unordered list is with dash. Dash type is said to be an unordered list. Default appearance. Bullet. No. Bullet का name है. There are three different types of unordered list. One is disk, circle, and then square. What are these? Out of these three, any one will be the right answer. Disk. Yes, disk is the correct answer. Disk is the default appearance in unordered list. Then what is the default appearance of ordered list? What is the default appearance of ordered list? That's fine, fine. Yeah, number. Right, that's correct. That's correct. Now we'll move on to the next question, fourth question. To place an image into an HTML tag, dash attribute is used. Just now we have discussed image tag. So in the image tag, I have used an attribute to add an image. Which attribute is that? SRC, SRC, good. SRC, good. Fine. SRC is the correct answer. So don't confuse with URL and SRC, SRC, and don't confuse with SRC and href. href is hyperreference, which is used for anchor tag, hyperlink, and SRC it is for the image, only for the image. Good. And next question, dash tag is used for subscript in HTML code. There's a tag which is used to make your text into a subscript text. Which one is that? SUV. Good. So the answer is sub. Don't confuse with subscript and SUV. Please be very clear with this because here only you people make a difference. Next question. Dash tag is used to put a horizontal rule in HTML code. Dash tag is used to put a horizontal rule in a BR. BR it is for break. HR is the correct answer. Right. Next question. The long form of HTML. This we know very well. The long form of HTML is hypertext markup language. Again, don't get confused over here. Hyperlink text markup language, hypermedia markup language. There is a possibility to get confused. Here, there are four options. Out of this four option, which is not a tag, which is not a tag HTML. Which one is not a tag in HTML? Image, ALT, big, small. ALT, ALT, big, small. These are all tags, text formatting tags, and image is also a tag. ALT is an attribute which we are using in image tag. Good. Border attribute is used in which tag? Just now we have seen in an example. Border attribute is used in which tag? Table. Image. Image में where it is border. Table. Good. Table is the correct answer. Fine. We'll move on to the next question. In HTML, dash is not a paired tag. Paired tag means what? Opening and closing. If you are not having opening and closing both, so that means what? It is not having a paired tag. So likewise, there are some tags in HTML which does not having a close tag. Right. Out of these four, which one is not having a close tag? That is not having a paired tag. Head we are closing. Italic we are closing. List we are list. Yeah, list also it's there. BR it is the correct answer. The valid attribute of anchor tag. The attributes are the valid attribute of anchor tag. The attributes are name, SRC, BG color, height. The valid attribute of anchor tag. No one is giving. Amisha. Amisha, you had given the right answer. Good, very good. Name is the attribute, which is a valid attribute for anchor tag. SRC, these are all we are not using in anchor tag. Right. Next question. Dash tag is used to put in HTML. Dash tag which we are using to put a line break in HTML code. Break, break, good, 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 good. Fine. Next is bulleted list in HTML is created by which tag? Bulleted list in HTML is created by which tag? UL. Good. That is also correct answer. Don't get confused with bullet. There is no tag called bullet. This you know very well in HTML. The color code for red. In HTML, the color code for red. RGB color code. Very good. Yes, that's the correct answer. Good, good, good. Sometimes they may give the answer without hash also. Say suppose the first option is only FF0000 without hash, and the B option is with hash. So here also you need to be very very careful. Always the RGB code it starts with the hash symbol. So you have to select that particular answer. Now next question is dash tag is used to create a row in a table. Very good. TR is a tag which we are using in our table tag to create a table row. Now the next question, anchor tag as an attribute which defines URL of the document to be linked. Anchor tag as attribute href, href. Very good, very good. Href is the correct answer. Now, what is the difference between href and vref? Can anyone explain me the difference between href and vref? Sorry. Visited link. Good, very good. Visited reference. That is what visited reference. So here you can change the color of the visited references by using vref. Vref is not for videos, it is for visited references. Dash tag is used to scroll the text. Dash tag is used to scroll the text. Mark you, very good. Very good. I appreciate you people that without giving options, you are giving the right answers. Align is not an attribute used in dash tag. The tags are body, HR, TR, and table. Align is not an attribute for these body. Body, very good. HR you can align. Body is the right answer. Body tag is the right answer. Body tag is the correct answer. So that's all about the MCQs. These are all collected for last 10 years, 10, 12 years question papers, board papers. Now theory questions. I will just give you the questions and will tell you what are the things that you need to write. The structure of a HTML web page. Listen carefully. No need to type anything in the chat window. Please listen carefully. If you have a notebook, then please write it, whatever I'm telling. The structure of HTML page, you have to write the entire structure. That structure, it carries 1 mark. Like it starts from head, HTML, head, title, body, this entire structure which I have shown in you in the previous lecture, that you need to write as it is. Then you need to explain about the use of that particular tag. That carries 2 marks, so it is a 3 mark question. So 1 mark will be given for the structure. So if they are asking give the structure of HTML, please don't write only the structure, you have to explain along with the structure, right? So this is a 3 mark question. Explain the following tags with a suitable examples: paragraph tag, BR tag, and HR tag. Definitely, I will send you the PowerPoint in the college groups. Please listen now at least. Paragraph tag, which is used to see whenever the questions are like this, right? So it's very clear that 1 mark will be given for each and every tag. So how the 1 mark will be given distributed, if you see, half mark is for the example and half mark is for the explanation with the syntax. Right? Syntax means if there is any attribute you are using or any explanation you wanted to give with the particular tag. So that one. So explanation is for half mark and the example is for half mark. Clear? So paragraph tag and as well as break tag and HR tag. HR tag is a horizontal ruler, break tag is line break, and P is paragraph. And next 3 tags: small, big, and superscript. Small to make the font smaller in size, to make the font bigger in size, that is what big, and to make the text superscript, that is super. The attributes of image tag with suitable examples. ALT. ALT, it is used for alternate text, right? ALT means what? Alternate text. Say suppose if the image is not found in a particular uh, browser or particular folder or a particular computer device, whatever it is, the path given in the image tag, if that image is not found in that particular place, instead of displaying an image, I'm displaying with some text. ALT is equals to image not found. So if I am giving that image not found text, it will be displayed in place of image if it is not available. Clear? That is the use of ALT. Height, height of the image by setting with the pixel. Height is equals to 200, 300. So the pixel values you can give. And SRC, it is nothing but the source, the path of the image file, right? So all these three you need to explain with a small example. Now, what are the different attributes of table tag? Now, this you can give me answers in chat window. What are the different attributes of table tag? Example means just a small code. That's it. Yes, good. Border, align, good. Cell spacing, good. Cell padding, very good. Row span, call span is not a attribute for table. Align, good. Row span, call span is not. So I'm consolidating the values. One is border, align, cell padding, cell spacing, then width, and then BG color. Yes, BG color you can give, right? So any five or six attributes you just write and just write the use of that attribute. Yes, that's enough. Enough. Next question. Explain the use of following tags: marquee, pre, and then HR. Marquee tag to move the text from right to left, left to right, and then pre-formatted text. The style will be assigned already previously. That style you are using it, and then HR, horizontal ruler to give a line. Then what is HTML? State any two advantages and disadvantages of HTML. So what is HTML? Already I have explained you two advantages and disadvantages also we have already discussed, right? So 1 mark is for what is HTML and 2 marks for the advantages and disadvantages. So 2 points you need to write in advantages and 2 points you need to write in disadvantages. So each point is carried for half mark. Different attributes of marquee tag. Yes, come on, you can answer now. Different attributes of marquee tag. Different attributes you can write. Very good. Direction. Behavior is a attribute, and then color. You can use align. You can write. Behavior means what? You are changing the direction from left to right, top to bottom, alternate likewise. BG color, yes, correct. BG color, good. So four attributes you need to write. Good, good, good. Now the next question, different types of list. So different types of list, ordered list and unordered list. So here you need to understand it will be either asked uh, separately like ordered list, or they will specify only a particular list with certain types, or they will specify in general list. So if they are specified in general in list, that means you have to explain both ordered and unordered list. Ordered list it carries 1.5 mark, unordered list it carries 1.5 mark. So out of this 1.5 mark, you need to explain about the syntax, and you need to explain about the example and what are the different types, everything you need to explain it, both in ordered and unordered list. Right. So that's all about the questions. I hope the worksheet which we are given, uh, you must be solved with the worksheet. If you have any doubts, please let me know. We'll clarify for next 10 minutes. You have any doubts? H space is horizontal space. What is your doubt? Those who attended the lectures, you can mark your attendance. You can use this link. You can use this link to mark your attendance. Do we have to submit the worksheet? Yes, definitely you have to submit worksheet. Next week I will give you the link. In that you need to upload your worksheets, whatever we are given, 12 programs we are given. For all the 12 programs, you need to write the code and you need to upload it. That we will tell you now. Comment the link. Very good. I will comment, that is also possible. You can use this link. I hope the session is useful for you now. So almost we have covered each and every corner of HTML. So I can give you now a guarantee of 10 marks out of 50 marks from this HTML. Yeah, it's done. Thank you. Thank you very much for your patience. The link will be active in next 15 minutes. Only for the next 15 minutes, then it will be closed. So please mark your attendance. Yeah, I will send you the list of codes. Yeah, you can leave now.